Hi everyone, here I'll be going my TOFF. So, almost exactly a year ago, I took on the daunting task of learning Japanese. And if any of you have tried, you probably know that it's not that easy. So I've kind of been like on and off trying different things, and nothing was really working, so instead of just studying Japanese, I was more so studying how to study Japanese. So I finally came along Matt versus Japan, and through him I was introduced to MIA, or the mass immersion approach, which is essentially diving into content in your target language as much as you can, and using Anki, which is a flashcard spaced repetition system or application that you can get on your phone or your computer, which helps you memorize words or phrases more efficiently than just writing them on a piece of paper or something. So when I found that and kind of decided I was going to give it a try, I actually really got into it. I was doing it every day for a pretty long time, and I stuck to it really hard for over a month, and then stuff came up, had to leave home for like 3 weeks, and my whole life just kind of went on pause for a little bit, and I fell out of it. And even my whole prior year experience, or almost a year of experience before that, pretty much brought me up to way below N1. Like I have such a small vocabulary. I have almost no ability of speaking or reading, let alone writing the Japanese language. However, I have gotten a lot of listening practice in. Through that time, the sounds of the language are very recognizable to me. Although I can't really put meaning to the sounds, I can hear what is being said better now that I've gone almost a year of just watching like Japanese YouTube videos all the time and listening to a lot of Japanese music and watching anime and all that stuff. But starting as of like the last couple of days, I'm getting back into the MIA groove, and I wanted to kind of document what my progression is like. I'm gonna try to make a update video every month or so, just kind of putting it out there, not only for myself to see, but also anyone who is interested in learning Japanese and might be able to learn a thing or two from my experiences. If you are, I definitely recommend checking out Matt vs. Japan. I'll link his channel in this description. He has done some interviews with other people who just started learning the language too, or maybe been studying for a year or something. And it's a really great channel to learn how to learn Japanese. So with that being said, I would like to show you what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not following exactly how I think most people would go about the mass immersion approach. Instead, I kind of came to making my own little formula. Like, I have specific decks that I'm using. Usually you don't want to use pre-made decks, you want to like make your own from sampling words out of just the stuff you come across daily, whether you're reading books or watching YouTube or watching anime or whatever. You want to like make flashcards based on what you're being exposed to. But since I feel so far behind, I just wanted to be able to just like go through a bunch of stuff really fast and just take in as much as I could in a really short amount of time. So I'm gonna turn over to my computer screen so I can show you guys like all of the decks that I'll be using and kind of my Anki setup. If you want like a tutorial on Anki, Matt vs. Japan has a great one. I'm not gonna waste your time trying to explain that. He has done a great job, so I'll link everything down there. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you what I've got. Alright, so now we are on Anki, and the deck that I decided to go with are called the Core 6K Optimized Japanese Vocabulary with Sound. It's 6,000 words in total. They're separated into 3 parts. And they're a pretty good deck. I'll go ahead and show you an example here. Alright, I'll review some forgotten cards. Alright, so when you open it up, what I do is I try to look away from the screen and I'll just listen to the card.
2日、私は2日待った。
Okay, and if I understand, I'll press good and it'll push the card away for me to see later. Or if I have trouble understanding, it takes me more than like 2 tries listening, or I have to sit there and think about it really long, I'll go ahead and press again so that it will show up again within like 10 minutes or so. So yeah, that's the vocab decks. And then I also have something that I found through Mad vs. Japan, which is, this is apparently like one of the biggest parts of MIA. Like, you bring up remembering the kanji and in that community, and like everyone knows what you're talking about. This deck was created by a very interesting character who created something called AJAT, or All Japanese All the Time, which is kind of what MIA stemmed from. And the guy who came up with all of that and made a website on it created this deck, and he has some interesting descriptions in some of these. Some of them are a little questionable, but if that doesn't really bother you too much, I highly recommend this deck. So yes, that's what I'm going to be sticking to. That's my diet. I'm going to do quite a few cards in each day. The first day I think I did almost 150 cards in this deck and about 100 cards in remembering the kanji. So I want to get through them pretty quick, especially the vocab ones, because I have 3 decks to go through. And I'm just going to keep up on them as hard as I can. And then I usually try to do about 4 to 6 hours of just kind of watching Japanese YouTube videos. I have a few out there that I like watching, so I'm going to do my best to stick with this, and I'm going to try to make an update video within the next month or so to show you guys where I'm at. I have no idea how long it'll be before I can make a video in Japanese, but over the course of time I want to add some, Japanese speech into the videos and slowly talk more in Japanese. I think that'd be awesome to just kind of like slowly kind of move towards speaking mostly Japanese in my videos, and kind of like learn the language along with anyone who's following the channel. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and subscribe and follow along with this channel. I'll get back to you guys pretty soon here. See you next time. Peace.